For those of you who are in chat, I would love to know if you guys play spikes. If you love spikes, what your opinion of spikes in the current meta is right now. Are you thinking still really, really strong? Are you thinking, you know, top end of tier 2, or do you think it's completely fallen out of favor? Might be interesting to see if we get a good old perfect Razor matchup here. Talk about two of the decks that tried to dominate in the set 3 meta. We like that. I don't like having this much. I don't really need Bracky. There's a chance of getting grade 3 stuck, but my beginning hand is really bad right there. So let's give me 2 Skydivers instead. Sweetness. Alright. Riding Dan feels bad, but that's what we're doing. Riding Dan. At least he's more powerful than Perfect Razor, or Battle Razor. Oh, alright. So we are looking at the Beast Deity, Perfect Razor, like half and half combination. I'm like, I do believe it's the best deck, but it's so much more reliant on hitting the correct pieces to do the correct things. So it'll be curious to see if they do. Based on this attack pattern and this ride, I'm going to assume that they probably have the Beast Deity chain in their hand, or are closer to the Beast Deity chain than the Perfect Razor chain. But we'll have a better idea when they ride grade 2. Oh. Another Dan bites the dust. And they found their Beast Deity. So here normally I wouldn't, but Perfect Razor, they can just, even the Beast Deity version, they can just press and have so much card advantage that I am probably going to run out both, leave myself with a guard, and hopefully manage to do something here. We're going to ride here. See what our Devil Summoner plops up for us. That's not exactly what we want to see. We've got a PG. Do I want to... Nah, we're going to ride the waves. See what happens. Sweet, but I think we're going to go 2 games in a row without actually riding Seafried. Which will create a little bit of an issue, but... Throw 2 damage on them, apply the pressure, because they will... Oh my god, that is now 5 heals that we've seen in 2 games from our opponents. It's going to be one of those days. That's all good. That's all good. This is actually a nice draw. We'll see what they do and see what comes from it. Ooh. So they probably don't have a complete deck. This might just be like Nova good stuff. Yeah, this is just like a collection of Nova stuff. It's probably based on these. It's Nova Stand. The placing the grade 2 back there for right now is to probably make sure that they don't run out of space, like they're worried about drawing into too many cards. Only putting 1 damage on us also kind of puts us in a little bit of a predicament. So we're going to ride Juggernaut. Now, what we can do here is we can ride Devil Summoner out over here, see what we get, Mecha Trainer for the Goblin, and then kind of try and go out the best we can, because if worst comes to worst, if we don't pull anything good out for the Devil Summoner, then we can still place this behind, take it down. 1, yeah, I think that is the best way. So, sorry, first let's... Yeah, we'll see what the Devil Summoner pulls first. It's going to seem a little weird. We're just going to place this back here for now. I don't want it over there. I'm going to switch those out because it can take care of there. We're going to play here. We're going to activate our skill. And we are going to grab a Goblin. Going to get our Assault Squads on. Whenever we can get an opportunity to place the rush, we kind of want to go for it because we might not be available to us later. So we're just going to hope to hit some triggers. At least one. One trigger is what we want to hit. There we go. Two triggers will work too, but now we know that this is our last Skydiver round because this is going to be all of our Skydivers. Call old Sky back to the hand. Pull another Skydiver out. Get in and do some rumbles again. And a heal trigger, because this is the story of my life today. And we are going to... I'm going to leave the Skydiver there. See if they deal with it. It might take up an attack. If not, then we have Skydiver active on the next turn. It's not really a detriment. Like, I don't need to put down the grade 2 and open up. We've got tons of health left, 2 PGs in hand. So I'm not particularly concerned about making sure I have another intercept up right now. I want to know what's in their hand. Are they holding like 4 PGs in their hand? Or is it all grade 3s and 2s? Or it's got to be all grade 3s almost. Are they going to be able to Persona Blast here? Like that's a feel bad attack right there. Like, I'm not even upset about that. A heal again. That now officially makes 7 heal triggers in 2 games. They're at 5 damage. That is the joy of Vanguard sometimes. I'm okay with it. My heal trigger count. I need to get like a button for every time a heal trigger goes off. That's doing nothing for you. Alright. What do we got? Dan. Dan makes the world a happy place. Dan makes the world a happy place. We are going to play Dan here. We're going to pull you up. We're going to call you down. That has to hit a Vanguard, right? So we attack there, then into the Vanguard. Then we can Dan in return. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I don't really like it this way. Maybe we won't do it that way. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. No trigger, that's helpful. We will Soul Blast you. Draw a card. That's a good card. We can deal with that for later. I'm guessing their hand is all grade 2 and 3, so I'm going to try my luck. We're going to see what happens here. Regardless, if I don't hit, we're going to get rid of this. And we are going to summon ourselves up another Juggernaut. Hey, we get a heal for once. That's great. We will make sure that we hit over this now. And no trigger for them. Allows us to get in with Juggernaut. I'm probably not going to talk through my next couple turns. My battle phase is... My timer is running down a bit. It's not liking me. My thinking process. This is the problem with decks like Spike Brothers and Pale Moon, in decks that have very, very complicated and intricate turns. Like, this drops quickly on you while you're trying to figure out your sequences and math out your numbers and what is the best way to go to put yourself in an advantageous position. But I feel these games are really showcasing Spikes here. Like, the last game we had MLB, and yeah, right. Last game we had MLB. They hit all 4 heals in 2 PGs. By the time they got us to 6, without us hitting a heal, so that was good. And here they're at 5. We're at 2. We've hit 1 heal. They've hit 3. So we are massively outperforming our opponents this game, or this run so far, which I think is showcasing very good at what the Spike Brothers can do. Sages, do you find that you have troubles playing out those decks and just trying to make sure you're in the battle phase and getting everything done on time and not succumbing to the pressure of the clock? How many triggers do they have left in their deck? They haven't hit a lot of their other triggers. So yeah, it's not surprising. Yeah. Yeah, they're intricate decks, right? Like, you make one wrong move with a Spike Brothers deck, and it can mean, like, your demise. It's unfortunate. Now, how many PGs do we think they have in hand? Ooh. Ooh, that's a beautiful draw. Ride skip. Juggernaut here. I might regret what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it anyway because I like to live on the edge. So we're going to go in here. Then we're going to go in with Jugs. We expect the first PG, no problem. Now, I'm coming in again. And I'm actually going to ship a PG here. And we are going to pull a Panther. Oh, it didn't hit. That didn't stand. That was really bad on my part. Luckily, my triggers bailed me out. Because I should have went for the Bracky, and that was my original guess. But we will see if they have the third PG in hand. They do not. All right. This time, we get there with multiple attacks off Spike Brothers, just as we would draw it up. Luckily, my triggers bailed me out there on that last one, because that was kind of a very short-sighted play on my part, but whatever. It worked out. So, if you guys didn't know, there's a channel called Card Fight Vision, and this weekend they're going to be holding their Clash of Kings 2 tournament, and it's going to be a tournament with a lot of the top YouTube creators. People like Different Fight are going to be there commentating. Living Proof is going to be back in there defending his title. I'm happy to report that I will be streaming it, and I will be participating in it. So if you're around on Saturday, I'd love it if you jumped in